Kim with essential soap, and I was very blessed to have Essential Depot ask for me to create them the recipe to go into a soap making kit, so that you could purchase exactly what you need in a box to produce one loaf of soap. It's a great way for starter soapers to learn how to make soap, because everything you need is all in one box, and then if you like that recipe, then you can purchase multiple pounds or of that particular items, and then you can have what you might say supplies on hand. But just to start, it's really nice to just have a kit with just everything in it. And so this is Kim's Spirit Lifter or Floral Spirit Lifter kit, and I make this soap, and it is a floral spirit lifter. It smells so heavenly, but it has just a touch of a what you might call sort of like a little foreign flair to it, that the ylang ylang and the geranium when put together really makes it pop. And so all the essential oils that's in this are just really great for lifting the spirits and everything. And I make this soap, and I make it a really pretty light blue. And so whenever they ask me to make the kit, or to give them the ingredients to make the kit, well, then I worked really hard to make sure that you would have a hard bar of soap that would be long lasting in the shower, but would also have tons of lather and be extremely creamy and would be super moisturizing for the skin. Plus, I wanted it to smell so heavenly that you just couldn't live without it. So I worked really hard with all the different products that they have available here there at Essential Depot to create you a recipe and give them exact amounts so that you have everything in one box. All right, and then this box comes with one of the Essential Depot molds, because a starter soaper does not have a mold. But then after you have your mold, let's say you just can't live without that floral spirit lifter, and you think, I would like to do that again, but I already have a mold. So that's when they created the refill kit. And that kit does not have a mold in it, so therefore it's less expensive. And so today we're going to open up the kit and talk about what is inside it, in case you might decide to buy some of these wonderful little kits that I put a great deal of thought in so that it would be the most perfect bar of soap ever. Okay, so let's take a moment and look at what's in the kit. Okay, we're just going to take and open up our kit. And there's just a simple bag that keeps all the contents of the kit together, that is well knotted. All right, and we have our oil base blend, and this is the oils that will go in your crock pot. Along with your castor oil and stearic acid. And castor oil is just awesome for giving extra bubbles to soap as long as you don't use too much. And stearic acid helps to make a bar of soap extremely hard, so it's more hard wearing and longer lasting in the shower. Now these components will go into your crock pot, and there's just a little bit of a directional insert here that explains the stearic acid that's in this is been pre-melted, and that makes it easier for you to melt whenever you go to melt it, because it's been pre-melted, and then your castor oil is liquid in the bottom. And so what you'll do is you'll take a pot of water, a small pot, and you'll boil it on the stove and then set it off, and when it gets 180 degrees you will set this in your pot of water, but you make sure it doesn't flip over, so you can set other things in the the pot to keep it upright, and let it slowly melt. And sometimes all the stearic acid will not melt with just the first time. If it doesn't, then you just take your thing out of the water and put your water back on the stove, get it back up to 180, then take it off the eye and add this again. You can pour out what has already melted, so that what's in there that still needs to be melted will melt faster. All right, and then these, as you'll see, there's some hard oils and some liquid oils, but this is pretty easy for you just to open it up and take a spatula and scrape out all the contents. And that is real important, that you scrape all the contents out of both of these containers, because your recipe is figured for every little bit that's in here. All right, now you can also do this recipe cold process. I am told that people have done that and been quite happy. So you can also do this in a cold process method. All right, and now this is your super fats. Whenever you're looking at a soap recipe, you figure your lye, which this is the lye, it's pre-measured, so you don't have to do any measuring. Whenever you're looking at a soap recipe, you'll tell it that you want a 5% super fat, or a 8 or a 10 or a 15% super fat. And what we're doing is we are going to put enough lye into these oils to turn this 100% into soap. And then after this cooks, we're going to put these super fats in there, so that this will be what moisturizes your skin. And it is 1 ounce of coconut oil, 1 ounce of shea butter, a ½ ounce of cocoa butter, some vegetable glycerin, and vitamin E. And everybody knows that every one of those things is just awesome for the skin. So that's what's going to be floating around in your soap bar to make your skin healthy and awesome. All right, and then we have this wonderful colorant. This is alkanet root. If you do this cold process, you will get plum colors, but when you put this into hot process soap, it will turn blue. And you will melt your super fats very similarly in water that you've boiled on the stove after it's cooled down. Then all of this will melt, and you can pour it into a bowl, and then you can add some alkanet root to it and take a small whisk and blend it. And then when your soap has cooked and it's time to color it and add the super fats, then you will make yourself some blue soap. A tablespoon makes a loaf of soap midnight black, and we found that that was just a little bit too much. So anywhere from a 1/4 of a teaspoon to a 1/2 a teaspoon gives a nice shade of blue, and so you have enough in this packet to take care of that. All right, and then the piece de resistance is my secret blend. It does tell, of course, on their website and the packaging exactly which essential oils is in there, but on this particular bottle, it just says Floral Spirit Lifter Essential Oil Blend. And this is a blend of several essential oils, all in different amounts, that just come together to make the most heavenly, most beautiful, exotic floral scent. And I have found that men like this scent sometimes more than women. And then in your full kit, you also have one of Essential Depot's awesome silicone molds. You can see how thick and hard wearing it is. This is nothing like those little $10 molds or $6 molds that you pick up that are so flimsy. This mold will be with you forever. It is hard wearing and long lasting, and so easy to clean. Just put it in hot water and everything just falls off of it, because you know soap is included, because you've got soap in there once you've emptied out your crock pot full of soap into it, and then the next day you let it cool, and then you cut it the next day, and you will have a little soap residue. So as I say, soap is included in the deal. And so this right here is waiting for a person who is going to take a soap making class right here at the Cornerstone Market. And so that's what this soap kit here has been purchased for. And I know that you will love it if you want to start making homemade soap, just to sort of get your teeth cut. And then if you love it so much you can't stand to live without it, here is the exact same kit but without the mold. A little bit better priced because you're not paying for a mold, and you can still have that heavenly scent and that wonderful recipe, but not have to purchase another mold if you don't need more than one. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and there's also a series of 13 videos on YouTube with all different things you can do with this, including trying different colorants, adding goat's milk, adding oats and other additives, and trying different ways to swirl it and whatnot. So do check out my YouTube channel, and you will find the 13 videos that I made showing you exactly how to make this kit even more fun. All right, bye everybody. Thank you so much for watching.